What's up? Back with another video. And if you usually tune in for the music production content, this is going to be something different. You are also more than welcome to stick around. I'm just documenting and doing the last episode of my 1-year journey that some of you may have followed along the way. If you've been on this channel at least since February of 2023, you know, around that time last year, I had hernia surgery, and I had the actual robotic laparoscopic surgery where they basically make 3 incisions on your stomach, and they put like 2 mechanical arms on the right and the left that go inside, and then there's a camera, which, you know, before the procedure, but anyway, there's a camera that they put in the incision that they make on top of your belly button inside, so they can basically see where they're working with the hernia at. In my case, it was in the lower left groin area. I documented pretty much the last year. I did a video actually, like, I think it was 3 days after I had the surgery, and then I did another one 3 months, 6 months, and then 8 months, and that was the last video that I did, which I had a complication along the way. As far as the hernia itself, that is healed 100% from last year. I am able to resume physical activity like working out, running, things like that. And along the way, I had what we call a hematoma, or the medical term hematocele. Excuse me if I'm not saying that right. You can go ahead and look that up. Anyways, that was kind of where they basically had to go in and clear out a pocket of blood and tissue that was caused basically because it bled from the inside. And if you know, like, a hernia basically is a open, it's basically where kind of like your intestines goes through the groin area, sometimes into the scrotum area. And basically what happens is, in that procedure to repair it, they apply a mesh from the inside with the laparoscopic procedure. So that's why I was saying earlier, those mechanical arms, and they put that camera through your incision around the belly button area to see down there. What happens also is they kind of blow up your stomach in order to do so. So I had the complication along the way, which I had surgery for at the end of September of last year. And the doctor that I went to told me basically that it was a 9-month recovery. And he did end up releasing me shortly before, like, the new year. Said I was making good progress, but in its entirety, you know, I will say that I wish I had the hernia surgery sooner. It initially started a couple of years ago. I went to the doctor that I was seeing at that particular time, and the hernia was not causing me any pain. It wasn't really bothering me at all, maybe just a little slight discomfort. And over time, it just got progressively worse and worse. And until kind of like last year, I couldn't take it anymore. I decided to go ahead, or should I say it was late 2022, I decided that I couldn't take it anymore. And early in 2023, January of 2023, I went to see another doctor that was referred to me by, you know, my regular medical doctor that I go to see. And once he looked at the hernia, it was a very large hernia, and he suggested that I have surgery because that's really the only way to get rid of it. There's not any, like, pill that you can take to get rid of the hernia surgery. So at that point, I went ahead and did it again in February of last year. And that kind of started my journey, really all of 2023. It was just kind of a year of trying to get back to being healthy. I really didn't feel right until I had my second surgery, because that was just kind of like a lot of discomfort and a lot of swelling. And it was mainly, like I was saying earlier, a pocket of blood and and tissue that was caught in a space that caused a lot of discomfort for me. And once I had that surgery in October for the hematoma to get that drained, the recovery kind of was, I would say it wasn't as tough as it was for the hernia surgery. Anyone who has had the hernia surgery can remember that, it's hard to stand up, it's hard to sit down, and at least in the first week, like, you can't even, if you try to lie down, it's hard to even get comfortable and turn. But with the hematoma surgery, that was uncomfortable. I could have pretty much only slept on my back. And what happens is they also send you home with this drain that's pretty much coming out of you. And basically, for the first week, you're draining the blood and the fluid coming out from that incision in your groin area, and you're measuring every day the amount of fluid, the amount of blood that you drain, and every day, of course, it has to be less and less. And luckily, that was the case for me. And I definitely will say, in terms of pain, the pain was far worse with the hernia surgery than it was with the hematoma surgery. It was just really, I think, more of a getting comfortable, because even sitting down, having that drain coming out of you is kind of uncomfortable. That was a little bit tough. But once the doctor took it out, I was good to go. And here we are, 4, almost 5 months later after the second surgery, and I still got a little ways to go, but I'm feeling much better than I did even before the hernia surgery. So if you're on the fence about getting the hernia surgery, I can totally understand that. I waited too long. I wish I would have gotten it sooner, but I just want to say, don't be afraid. It's a tough choice, I know it is, but go ahead and get it done. You're going to thank yourself later that you've gotten it done sooner than later, because you definitely don't want it to get any worse. And another thing is, my doctor also told me during the hernia surgery, that is, the intestines was basically starting to wrap around the bottom of the colon. It could have became a medical emergency had I waited longer to get the procedure done. So you definitely don't want that to happen. It just was a lot of discomfort for me at one point. I can remember even days at my job sitting down sometimes. It felt even uncomfortable to do that at one point. So my recommendation again is to get it done as soon as you can. And to anybody that's watching this video that is about to get it done, I wish you a speedy recovery. I just wanted to create these videos because when I was getting my procedure done, I think the most recent video at that point probably was about 4 years prior to that, and there was a guy who had an open procedure done, because there are 2 ways you can get this hernia surgery done. The laparoscopic robotic way, which I did with 3 incisions, that is one way. The other way would be through the outside, which they make the incision in the groin area, and it's a bigger incision. Usually that also comes with a longer recovery time. So the doctor that I went to recommended that I get the laparoscopic surgery. But yeah, I wanted to make these videos because I know a lot has changed over the years with this hernia procedure, and a lot more people are starting to get the laparoscopic robotic surgery rather than the open hernia surgery because of the recovery time. So I just wanted to make something that someone else might be able to just mentally prepare, help them prepare for their surgery, and just recommend that you go ahead and do it. And I'm not going to make this a lengthy video. I'm actually going to include some of the prior videos that I did about my surgery in the description. So go ahead and check that out. And this will be my last video once again about getting the hernia surgery, but just wanted to let everybody know that I'm back up and doing everything as normal, and just trying to enjoy life to the best, and that's all I got for y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out.